If you have an offer right now that you would classify as high ticket, or if you would like one, now high ticket being $2,000 or more, maybe you sell a course, coaching program, or a done for you service. Now, if that's you and you're not signing as many clients as you'd like right now, I have the answer for you, and I'm going to reveal it to you in today's video. I'm going to show you the ultimate sales funnel that makes selling high ticket easier, faster, and more effective than anything you've run ads to before. So let me just say that going the high ticket route is obviously the best choice. And if you're selling high ticket right now, you're in the right place. And more importantly, you're on the right path. Obviously, you know that attracting better clients who are going to pay you more and stay longer comes with charging a high ticket price. You already know that scaling to 100 grand a month is going to be way easier, faster, and more efficient by charging a high ticket price. And in case you're new to the channel or new to me, I'm doing this at the highest level right now. My name's James Sansone, and I own the fastest growing training and recruiting company in the high ticket space. We're doing multiple seven figures a year, and we got there in under 12 months. And not only have we done it for ourselves, we've done it for 400 plus clients who have scaled to 6 and 7 figures. And that's across B2B and B2C markets. And we did all of this by running paid traffic to this one funnel and sending that traffic to a remote-based sales team where they close and then put them into a recurring service. It's been a crazy, wild ride, and I want to take some of the things I've learned along the way and pass them on to you. Now, what I want to do with you is share the high-ticket sales funnel that you need to be running ads to. Look, I've tested so many different types of funnels: challenges, webinars, lead magnets, DM ads, lead forms, God knows what else. Look, I've tested everything in the book, every which way it could be done, including all of the new guru funnels that seem to be coming out every other week. But there's one funnel that has stood the test of time. It's really simple. It's called the application funnel. We've condensed it. We've removed the complexity and the chaos, which means it becomes very, very effective. Now, let me walk you through it. Everything starts with traffic, okay? Now, I'm not going to be getting into traffic in this video, but I will tell you the best kind of traffic to run to this funnel is short form meta advertising, specifically video ads on stories, feeds, and reels. Now, if you know this guy right here, Mr. Beast, he says that short form content is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And no, I'm not recommending that you use short form content to drive traffic to this funnel, although you certainly can, but I just don't think it's the best. What I am recommending is that you advertise in the placements. It's not about creating short form content. It's about creating short form ads and running those ads to the placements you would typically see short form content. And really why this works so well is because Meta is obviously pushing this type of content right now. And when you make short form ads and run them to those placements, you're capitalizing on that trend. And on top of that, it's cheap advertising. Facebook is pushing it. They want you to do this. So moving on, once you have the traffic, obviously we need to send them somewhere. And for this type of funnel, we're primarily relying on a VSL. And before you say, oh my God, I'm out of here, I don't think VSLs work anymore, my friend, my mentor, my marketing agency says they don't work anymore, wait a second. They have no idea what they're talking about. They don't know how to write a VSL. They don't know how to get qualified traffic on the phone, who have the cash on hand, ready to pay, and who show up with intent. They have no idea how to do it. The biggest brands in the space right now doing 7, 8, 9 figures are using a VSL. It hasn't stopped working. It hasn't become saturated. It still works today. You just need to know how to do it. And the more people say it's saturated, the less people do them, and the more opportunity it creates for me and for my clients. And before I dive into how we're going to put together the VSL to where it's going to bring in qualified people who show up and actually buy, I want to talk about when someone sees your VSL, they're going to see your offer. And what's incredible about this is that we've tested all of these sales funnels: DM ads, challenges, webinars, live events, lead magnets, to build intent to buy a high ticket offer. And there's something about a VSL, like especially the type of VSL we're going to be using for this funnel, they're coming to you because of what you offer and what you do and how you do it. Not because you're hosting a live event, not because you're giving away a free lead magnet, not because you're holding a challenge. None of that. And as a result, they have way more intent to buy a high ticket offer, opposed to someone who opted in for a lead magnet, a webinar, a challenge, a DM ad, or something else that has nothing to do with our offer. By having the entry point of our funnel be a direct VSL that leads with the offer, we're increasing the level of intent of the people that come into the funnel, therefore increasing the quality, having a higher show rate, having a higher close rate, and having a higher quality of person coming through every single day. These people are of a different mindset than someone opting into something for free. When people watch your VSL and they opt in, they're displaying that they want to know more about what you do, who you are, how you can help them with the problem that they have. They're willing to dedicate their watch time to your process, and perhaps that's why they have the higher level of intent. Now, this VSL is going to be driving everyone to book a call with your team, to an application, and then to a calendar page. So we're going to cover now the application itself. Now, in the application, we want to weed out all the unqualified people who are not our ideal client, are not going to show up, are not going to have the cash on hand to pay in full, and certainly do not want to solve the problem now. We want to weed those people out. This is the entire key to the application funnel. We don't want these people to be on the calendar. And more importantly, we don't want to tell Facebook that this is a person that we want to book a call. And if we let them into the calendar, if we let them book a call, that's exactly what Facebook is going to think. They're going to think that person booked a call. That's the event that we want. We're going to go find more of those people. No. We don't want that. That's exactly what we have to prevent. And this is one of the biggest problems I see with coaches, consultants, agencies running ads to something like this, is they don't have this set up correctly, and their pixel is misoptimizing for the wrong person, and then they wonder why they can't get qualified people on the phone. So with this, we need to set up a split pathway that diverts all the unqualified traffic away from booking a call with you. That way we can send qualified data back to Facebook and tell them, go get us more people like this, not like this. And that way we get people who show up and have the cash on hand ready to pay in full. So how do we do that? We need to ask them very specific questions in the application. And if they do not meet our eligible criteria from the answers that they put, they do not get approved. They do not get sent to the calendar. They do not get sent back to Facebook as qualified data. They get deleted, or they get put into a long-term follow-up system, or a setter calls them and triages them to see if they're qualified. We do not want to put them on our calendar, and we certainly don't want to tell Facebook that that's a person that we want. We need to divert them away as far as we possibly can from booking a call with us. So here's typically what we want to know. Is this our ideal avatar? Do they have the resources to invest? And pretty much intent and answer detail. Like, we'll ask one, maybe two open-ended questions just to see what their answer detail is going to be. That shows intent to buy. If their answer is really long, we want to see that. If their answer is really short, maybe they get a triage call from a setter, or delete it altogether, depending on what they put. Now, we have an entire application grading system video and entire application grading system doc that I'll leave below for you. You can go watch that in another video. I highly recommend you do that if you're gonna be running this funnel. So from this application, they're either gonna get approved, which means they go right to the calendar, they get a few automations, they get reminded to come to the call, they come to the call, and then they buy. If they get denied, they go into a long-term follow-up sequence, or you have a setter call them and say, hey man, what's going on with this? Go and triage and see if they are qualified. If they are, we send them back into the approved category and get them on a call. If they're not qualified, we find out that they're not on that call with the setter, they get disqualified, and we wish them the best of luck. And what this allows us to achieve is an 85% show up rate, which means if we get 100 approved applicants, 85 of them are going to show up. And obviously those people are of very high intent and they want to buy. And that's almost everyone going through that process. Now, if you're one of the very few that's running that process right now, which most of the clients that say they do actually don't, set up incorrectly and their pixel is misoptimizing, but let's just say you do, and your show up rate is not 85%, right? You're running that funnel right now and it's not 85%. That brings me to my next page, the thank you page, the most underrated page in all the collective funnels. I believe this is the most underrated page in the funnel. No one talks about this. And what seems to me, after building about 2,000 sales funnels, probably the most important page in the funnel. And that's the thank you page. And first, I'm going to give you the reason why I think it's the most important, and then I'll give you how we structure ours so you can model it. Now, I'm going to give you the reason why I think the thank you page is so important, and it's because of the trust recession. The trust recession is real. It's here. What worked in 2021 is not going to work in 2025. You used to be able to run this funnel with just a VSL, an application, a couple of automations, maybe a call from a setter, and that's it. You cannot do that today. They have to watch a piece of content, maybe multiple, and the more the better, but at least one before they show up to a call with you. They have to watch it. And this is all done on the thank you page. Like, just seeing one ad and watching a VSL, booking a call, and then hopping on the call is not enough anymore. They need a very specific drip of content from the top of funnel all the way to the sales call itself. The framing someone has going into a sales call with you is going to trump any sales tactic, any sales strategy, any sales process that you could possibly come up with. And really, that's what marketing is. Marketing is doing the job before the call so the person can come to the call as pre-framed, as pre-educated, and as pre-sold as they possibly can so the salesperson can just get them over the line. That way, they come to the call, they already understand what you do, how you do it, who you are, who you've helped in the past, and pretty much you're collecting payment on the call. All right, so let's get into the thank you page. So at the very top of the page, we say, congratulations, your call has been booked. And then I say, it's important you complete these 3 steps. And if you don't, we'll be forced to cancel your call and give your slot away to somebody else. And really, this is at the very top of the page, just like a headline you would see on the first page, a video sales letter page, a sales page, or whatever. At the top, so at the top, congrats, your call has been booked, but you're not done yet. We're actually really, really serious when it comes to this stuff. If people don't do this, if they don't complete the 3 steps, we're canceling their call. No question, they're not going to show to the call. We have to cancel it and give their slot to somebody else. That way somebody else can book. These ads are running. Once one of these slots is taken, it's super valuable that we get them out of there. Like, we have to get them out of there as soon as possible so that somebody else can book. They will take it, by the way. Someone else will take the spot. So now I'm going to break down what they need to do to keep their call on the calendar. The first thing, really the main thing we ask them to do, is reply to our text or email confirming their appointment by replying YES, yes. We typically ask them to do it in email and text. Like, we'll instruct them to do it in email and text. That way they're showing intent that they're going to show up to the call. That's the first thing they need to do, is to keep their appointment on the calendar. The second thing they need to do is go to their email and click yes under the Google Calendar invitation. Super important. I cannot stress to you how important this is. If they do not see it on their calendar, they're not going to show up to the call. They're not going to be able to find the link. If they can't find the link, they're not going to show. It's going to be impossible. And then the third thing they need to do is watch the pre-call video. Typically, I see pre-call videos go from 60 seconds all the way up to 60 minutes. It really all depends on, what you want to put in there, what objections you're getting on the sales call. But really the main thing in the pre-call video, the bare minimum that you want to do is go through those 3 things. Reply yes to the text and email, click the I know the sender and the yes on the Google Calendar invitation to confirm the appointment on the calendar. We want to instruct them to do those 2 things first, and then obviously watch a piece of content before the sales call. That way they can get pre-framed, pre-educated, pre-sold on what you do, how you do it, and come to the call ready to go. And you're probably wondering, like, James, why do you put so much energy into the thank you page? Like, why are you making videos? Why are you having them confirm texts and emails? Why are you having them confirm it on their calendar? And the reason is, one of the main issues that people come to me for to solve is show rate. Typically we see 40 to 50%. Like, for example, let me just give you a hypothetical here. Typically what we see, 40% show rate. If we got their show rate to 80%, right, from 40 to 80%, if you're doing 50 grand a month with a 40% show rate, if I just get you to 80%, you're doubling your business with no extra ad spend, with no extra salespeople, none of that. You're way more profitable because your show rate is so much higher. So you're essentially doubling the business without requiring any more spend. So it's one of the highest leverage things we can do for somebody is increase their show rate. Now, obviously, once we get them to show, we're going to take the call, take them through a discovery, take them through the pitch, close, or follow up. So here's my invitation to you. If you feel you need help setting up this funnel, any piece of it, the funnel, the ads, the VSL, the application, the automations, the pixel, any of it, I encourage you to book a call with my team in the link in the description below. We have a video on the next page breaking down exactly what we do, and then you can book a call with our team. We'll diagnose what's going wrong in your business right now and then present to you exactly what we would do if we were you to fix it. If you don't need help with that, if you feel like you could do this yourself, then I encourage you to subscribe to the channel. We put out content like this all the time, and we'll help you along the way. If you watch the videos, I promise you we will help you do this. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video.